It's your boy D Weezy, YouTube family. What's going on, people? What up, though? How y'all day been going so far? Y'all been good? How life treating y'all? Y'all staying focused? It's always way easier to stay focused when you all those distractions in your face. That's why I tell y'all get rid of those distractions ASAP. You'll wind up finding out your life would be way more easier and way more happier without all of the BS and the distractions. Shout out to y'all for helping motivate me to keep me going, to keep me accountable, to even post up on my lives, to keep me going with content, just to keep me focused overall. Like I say, it's not about me, it's about us. We represent each other, y'all. We represent a strong unit. I've been taking care of business, y'all. I've been making stuff happen, getting it done. Ain't no sense to advertising um, the stuff you gon' do for the most part. Like, share that stuff with like-minded people if you are going to do it. Otherwise, if you sharing it, before you even do it, you don't want to do that. You had it backwards before you go forward. Now people putting doubt in your mind, people telling you can't do it. What make you do that? What make you think you can do that, achieve that? You reaching too high? Nah. Don't tell people y'all plans, y'all. Just execute. If I share something on here with y'all, it's because we like-minded. True enough, anybody can click on it, but keep in mind, they not the main ones that I'm gonna be giving my energy to, even if they was to say something negative. And even if they was to disagree with something I say, I'm not gonna necessarily look at it as negative. I just look at it as that's their opinion, which I always respect people's opinion as long as they not coming at me sideways in a disrespectful way. That's why if y'all notice, I never went crazy on nobody as far as like putting them down and nothing like that. I'm a focused, disciplined, motivated type of individual. How y'all nutrition been going? Who need help? What's up? Let's talk about it. Who need the help? I'm telling y'all, like I've been getting some gains. Today I saw some stuff in the gym. I'm like, man, like, yeah. Since I've been on this what is it, the 30-day challenge thing, which is really just me holding myself more accountable as far as am I really going hard enough? Ain't I going hard enough? Am I really going hard enough? Should I step it up some? And this 30-day challenge, like this week right here, y'all, is week 3. If y'all started a 30-day challenge, once I put the notification up in the community tab, this would be y'all second week, because I was already 1 week ahead into it already when I posted that notification in my community tab. So this week 3 for me, it should be week 2 for y'all, but y'all can start it whenever. I'm just saying, do a 30-day challenge. It'll be like a coach right in front of your face. It'll be like you having a workout partner right in your face, pushing you to get those extra reps, to increase the weight, you don't necessarily got to increase the weight. I'm just saying, like, whatever you do, just go harder, whether it's increasing the weight, whether it's a light to medium weight, but more reps. Like, you really want to push yourself for this 30-day challenge. And I'm telling y'all, like, the results is gonna be amazing. You're gonna see the results like real soon. As long as you consistent, like, you be surprised what you see in 7 days, y'all. We just gotta be consistent. We just gotta be consistent, that's all. It feel good as I don't know what out here. I knew I was gonna be jumping on live like the perfect time, y'all. Like the sun, I done got everything in I had to get in, all the way up until me clicking on this live. Chris James. What's going on, Chris James? Man, what up, D Weezy? Nutrition on point right now, but going on vacation next week. It's going to be a challenge. Yeah, but you got to make it work. All you got, hey, Q man, this is what I do. Because when I go on vacation, right, I know I want to try stuff. It only makes sense. So what you want to make sure you do, you still want to make sure you get the most important thing in, which is as much protein as you can get in, Q man. You want to keep it simple. Get as much protein, whether it's coming from steak, whether it's coming from eggs, whether it's coming from, you getting real chicken from wherever you getting at, just, wherever you getting the chicken at. You just want to make sure you mainly focus in, I would say, on your protein, and make sure you get some water. Make sure you get a nice amount of water to stay hydrated. So look, outside of that, of course, anytime we traveling, we on vacation or whatever, right? We want to try stuff. We want to feel like we having stuff our way. That's why I always say, Q man, we want to work hard to be able to reward ourselves. So pretty much the vacation is a rewarding type of atmosphere. Now this is how you balance what you eat, and this is how I do it every single time. Because if y'all think I'm going on vacation and I'm just sticking to the script completely, nah. I want to have stuff my way. I really want to have shit my way. So this is what you do, Q man. Keep your protein as high up. Make that your main priority. Every time you eat, make sure you got some type of main protein going. If it ain't in every meal, you need to be making it up on the next meal or whatever. Like, your protein source need to be the main thing, right? So outside of that, I say make sure you're drinking a lot of water, so your body can get the nutrients to where it need to be at. But outside of that, Q man, this is what we gonna do, and this is what works for me. This is what keep me working for it. When you on vacation, you need to make sure you moving your body way more than you moving your body when you're not on vacation. You get it? So that's how you balance it. And I guarantee you, as long as you thinking like that, let's walk here, let's go over there, let's take the stairs, oh, this is a nice, we can go over there, well, we go from there and then over here. Because you got to think, what else you gonna do? You about to be sitting on that? You about to eat it and then just sit. You about to eat it and then get in the car everywhere. What I'm saying, Q man, you need to make sure you able to walk as many places as you possibly can that you actually can walk at. You need to be walking and moving that body as much as you can, more than you doing when you actually here. That's what I do. So it'll eat those extra calories up. It'll burn that extra sugar up, all that. The main thing I say you want to make sure you're doing is making sure that protein intake is high. And this go for anybody. Anytime you're on vacation, I mean, what's the point of being on vacation if you can't sample their food or the food is there? I can do that. Evan Badina. What's going on, Evan Badina? Elite Cam. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out y'all city, state, and country. I just want to know who in the chat we representing. I can't do that, but concerned about overeating and some cheating, Hey, like I said, Q man, you gotta walk it off, bro. You gotta think. Like, all my answers is always simple. Like, all right, so you concerned. So the best way to balance that concern is to do what? Walk. The walking is exercise. The walking is exercise. The walking is exercise. Just keep in mind, if you overeating like that and you not moving around like that, you're gonna be playing a game of catch up. So you going 2 steps forward and a half a foot. You going instead of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, you going 2 steps back and 1 step forward. So you really gonna be going backwards if your overeating is like that, and you don't know how to balance it by walking it off or exercise or whatever. Like I say, you're gonna be on vacation. The simplest thing to do is walk, bro. I'll be walking and going over here, walking over there. If you got to get a late walk, you need to do a walk. If you got to do some exercise, whatever you have to do, you have to hold yourself accountable. If you need to be working out here, because when I'm on vacation or I'm on a trip or whatever, my form of exercise, I do some push-ups, I do some body squats. If I'm somewhere and got a gym, I do it, but I don't really focus in on it because I really kind of let my body kind of rest, but I'm still active as far as my walking. And if I'm somewhere for like 2 weeks, oh yeah, I'm definitely exercising, but I'm doing like calisthenics or something like that. If it's a gym around, I will hit it because I've done it. But I'm just saying, like, I'm active as hell. I'm going to try some food. I'm going to try some dessert. I'm going to try some stuff that I normally wouldn't eat or won't be able to eat in my own state or country or whatever. So I'm going to try it. But how do I balance that? I don't even think about it. I just walk. I just walk. Damn sure going to get some walking in, going to Vegas. Yeah, bro, look, that's walking. Hey, Q man, that's fucking walking city. Like, just walk, man. Just walk. And then when the sun go down, of course, people gonna be out even more. You need to take advantage of the walking. You ain't doing nothing but walking. Every time I eat, I'll be walking, making sure I'm walking. The whole point is you want to burn some of that up. You want to burn some of that. I'll make sure I get it in good before I go to Vegas. Like, get a good workout. Going, twice as hard as I usually would go, throwing in some extra cardio. Plus, once I get there, I'm making sure Vegas is one of the places like people just walking. So the walking is there. The walking is there. And once the sun go down, I'll really be using it as a form of exercise. That's what I'll be doing. That's exactly what I'll be doing. You might even have to be to where like once you and your family, your girl, y'all in for the night, you might have to go out and walk some more just to walk it off. At least the sun will be down and get your exercise in. I promise you it's gonna make you feel good, bro. That's all you gotta do is walk. Just walk it. If you wanna feel better about burning up some calories, do some jog in place in your hotel room. Do some jog in place outside of your hotel room. Bro, I'll be making it happen so much. I'm telling y'all, when it's time for me to eat, I'm going to eat when it's time for me to treat myself. I'm going to do it. Damn sure going to get some walking in, going to Vegas. I'm telling you, man, like, keep everything simple, bro. It's all about having a plan. Because you got to think, all right, if you don't walk, what you going to be? You going to be going hard, working out like you here? That ain't going to be a vacation then. Like, what's the best thing to do? Walk. 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 Anybody. I don't care who you look at right now, whatever coach, whatever, walk. Make sure you get them steps in. That's all they going to tell you, bro. The simplest thing anybody can do is get those steps in when they concern is calories or overeating, Q, man. Right or wrong. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to y'all city, state, of country. Simplest thing you can do. Anytime you're thinking about overeating or some cheaty treats or whatever, first main thing you thinking about, Q, man, is getting those steps in. The main thing you want to do is get that sugar out your system for 30 minutes of walking, and then anytime after the 30 minutes, you getting straight up fat burning. You in straight fat burn mode. So the least thing you can do is do a 30-minute walk. That way, the other moving, the extra moving around you doing, it ain't burning the sugar. It's no longer burning the sugar. It's actually burning the fat, which is what you worried about. Any weight, any extra calories is gonna be the fat. That's what you worry about. So 30 minutes to an hour of walking. You in Vegas, so the walking is gonna be going on. Everybody walking around there. You know how it go. Everybody know how it is in Vegas. Just walking. Walking. The whole time. Chill. Go in the crib, go into your Airbnb or hotel for a minute under the AC or a casino. You even walking around in there. Sit down for a minute, grab something to eat, take a nap, wake up, the sun went down, you walking some more. I've been to Vegas 3 times, man. It was straight too, man. It's just walking, man. Just walking, man. Yeah. That's all we got to do, y'all. We locked and loaded. 2025 is our year, y'all. 2026 is going to be even better. Get that protein up. Make sure y'all locked and loaded into y'all healthy fat. Y'all can do some avocados, some sesame seeds, some walnuts, some peanut butter for healthy fat. Some olive oil. Add a little bit of that to your baked potatoes with the cheese, and you might have whatever meat on top, some grilled chicken or whatever. I don't know. Just sprinkle a little avocado on there. That'd be extra fat instead of you getting some salted butter or something like that with all the extra sodium. Throw the avocado on there and put some sea salt instead of grabbing some salted butter. Like some of y'all be grabbing like the wrong stuff and wondering why y'all ain't getting them results. Salted butter, dog, get the unsalted, and then you control the sodium by using a little bit of sea salt or Himalayan salt. Yep. Anytime we get sorted products, like sometimes I get beans if I'm not in a certain area, and it ain't really my regular spot, but it's one of my regular spots for when I really gotta grab something that's better than the worst stuff. I grab some black beans. Usually that's what it'd be, but they had the regular black beans, and then I had a black beans reduced sodium. But sometimes I don't see the ones for reduced sodium, so I just grab the regular, and I make that like my sodium for the day. Like that's enough. That's enough sodium for me for that day. Yep. Or sometimes I do a quick rinse. I'd use half of the juice, rinse the rest. Pretty much because the sodium is gonna be like in the juices in the can. Rinse the rest with water and then throw it in there. I just keep it simple, y'all. Most of the time though, I just throw that can in there because I'm not banging out sodium all throughout the day. Yep. Q man, so do you have a goal for the rest of this year, or are you just going hard to finish off the? Oh yeah, Q man, I have a goal, man. Look, my last 3 months, my last quarter of every year, I go harder than hard. Like I go hard all throughout the year. Like if a person was around me, like people tell me all the time, just who are around me, man, like bro, how do you, what do you, like, damn, you even walk fast. Like, how do you, like, I don't sit nowhere. I don't sit nowhere, bro. Everywhere I'm at, is action going on. Everywhere. You will never just catch me sitting like this. This is about the most I'm ever, but notice I'm active. I'm doing a form of action. I'm on here, I'm active. But you would never just catch me like sitting. Anytime I'm even sitting there, you see me mess with my phone, I'm actually adding value to myself. But that last quarter of every year, Q man, I go so hard, bro, it don't make no sense. That way, I'm already boosted up for the first quarter of the next year. So I go twice as hard the last quarter of the year, which is October to December. But I already started this month. So October, it's like this month is already October for me. So I go twice as hard, right? That way, I go twice as hard the last quarter. That way, the first quarter of the next year, I'd already hit the ground running. Every year, I do this. Every year. It never fails. It never fails. And it works. It works. It gives you something to look forward to. Like, so pretty much the new year is already here for me. My New Year's is already here. My plans is already mapped out, Q-Man, all the way into, I think, May or June of next year. I say about May of next year, bro. That's ridiculous, ain't it? My plans and goals are already mapped out all the way into May of next year. My stuff be back to back. I complete this mission. I complete this goal. I'm already going into another one. Back to back to back to back to back. I never get fucking comfortable. Never. I don't sit. I don't mope. I don't sit in back and whine. I don't do none of that. It's too much stuff to get to. Another dish to know how to cook. Another country to visit. Another language to look up to study. A place to go get this done at. Where should I go for my next so-and-so at? Let me go try this place. Let me go try this Indian food. Let me go try Colombia. Look, hey, Q-Man, look, this go to show you how hard I be going. Every week I've been to a new food spot for the past 5 months. I only double back at 3 spots, bro. That's a lot of fucking spots. From Colombian food to Indian food to Senegalese food to you name it, bro. Pizza spots to Southern food to carry out spots to, bro, Jamaican spot. You talk about American, the best of the best. All these new spots just to enhance the environment that I'm naturally living in. Because I used to be out here doing my thing and all this type of stuff. So I already had a lot of spots going. People always call me, hey, where can I go this? Where can I take a chick here? Or where should I go? You know any place I can go get a suit? You know any, like, I know these places. So, but I pulled back the past 3 years, y'all, so I can focus in on my passion. So I can focus in on building. I haven't watched television, y'all, in 3+ years. No, I didn't see the Bud fight. No, I ain't see that fight this past week. No, I ain't see the Lions game. No, I ain't see the Chiefs versus whatever. No, I don't know who drafted with who. I see a little snippets of little stuff here and there because sometimes I'm in certain rooms and people be talking about players. And I used to be into all that. Boxing used to be my favorite sport, y'all. But I had to tell myself, is this shit really going towards my purpose? The answer was a big N-O. No. I cut back. At first, I couldn't believe that I was able to do it and be this disciplined. But, man, it was the best thing ever, y'all. Y'all might just cut back a little bit and be good with that. I cut back big time. I ain't saying it's going to always be like this, but I realized, damn, all that stuff was a huge distraction. And if I'm still trying to figure stuff out, and it be little distractions here and there, just imagine if all that shit was still in my face. I cut that shit out, y'all. So what I be talking about here is real stuff. If anybody around me in my city or state and they around me, they'll tell you how I move. I move real low key. I don't tell shit. I don't tell nothing. I don't advertise what I got going on the internet. I just go hard. Y'all got to make sure y'all get y'all calories right. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, because this is all part of a healthy lifestyle, y'all. Everything I just named is part of the healthy lifestyle. Me going hard, me pulling back, the TV, like all, you absorbing all this stuff. And while you watching it, you watching somebody else who done built their purpose and pursuing their purpose. Whatever TV show, whatever basketball game. These people don't even know who we are. Ain't nothing wrong with watching it, but I'm just saying, you don't think you should be adding value to yourself before you turn on that remote and watch somebody else's value? They don't even know who we are. So build yourself up mentally, physically, financially, spiritually before you go like this and turn on the TV for somebody else, because they already more than likely built up because we able to turn on the TV and watch them. Most of the stuff we gonna be watching is BS. Y'all already know it's true. I used to watch it, some of the best TV shows, all the drama, somebody getting popped up in there and all types of stuff. Somebody cheating and come on, y'all. A cute woman on there, a pretty sexy woman. You know, y'all know how it go. For the women, y'all might see a handsome man on there. Like, this stuff is like, ain't nothing wrong with watching it, but we watching somebody else successful life. We gotta lock and load, y'all. When we lock and load into the health and the fitness lifestyle, I'm telling you, everything around us change, including what you watch on TV. It enhances it. So after you build yourself and invest in yourself, and then you go like this and turn the TV on, it make that game that much more better. You can't tell me it won't. It'll make that game that much more better. It'll be like your cheat day. It makes it that much more better because we not able to get it all the time. Now we earning it. That's what's up. That takes some serious planning. You on a mission, ain't you? Hell yeah. Hey, I'm on a serious mission, bro. And the crazy part about it, Q-Man, I've been a beast since I was 8 years old, bro. I've been a beast since I was 8. That's when I started making my own money consistently. I had a crew of boys, man. We used to be out shoveling snow, knocking on people's grass, asking to cut their grass, going to the store just to earn $1. You know, grab their stuff, plus they'll pay us $1. Like, we was getting to it, man. Since I was 8 years old. Never depended on my mama to give me money. Never depended on my father. That was always some extra stuff. As a matter of fact, I used to help my mama pay some of the bills by the time I got 10 years old. You know, like giving her some money towards food, stuff like that when I was out, working and shoveling snow. And then I got summer jobs and always just done my thing, y'all. Of course, I was off into the streets being bad and doing shit I wasn't supposed to do. But I'm just saying, like, I changed. I grew up. Health and wealth seems to be your focus. Plus, you a traveling man. Hey, that's a hell of a combination, Q-Man. Finances, internationally traveling, and in the best shape of my life. Who wouldn't want to mess with me? Who wouldn't want to be around me? That's all I'm saying. Like, we all need to be built up like that, whether it's a woman or a man. Like, why would you want low vibration people around you? Only thing they gonna do is remind you of the old you. That's why when we around the people who used to know us before we tap into what we are tapped into now, they don't do nothing but remind us of the old us. Y'all notice that? But the new people we come across, since we in a healthier lifestyle, they respect the new us because that's all they know. Old people, you go around your old cuz, the only thing they gonna do is talk about all the shit y'all used to do. I just like for people to win, man. We got to make sure we locked and fucking loaded. I just like for people to win. If you can control what you put in your mouth, if we can control what we put in our mouth, that's the hardest thing. Like, it's y'all, we talking about it now. Cheat days, this and that, overeating. Like, look, if we can control what we eat, I feel we can do anything out here. Because that's the hardest addiction, y'all. Food is like a drug out here. Like this stuff and the stuff we eating and we want to, we overeating with, most of it is like not even healthy. And I always say if I'm gonna overeat, it's gonna be I'm gonna be overeating mainly on some stuff that's healthy. Because at least I know the ingredients in it is beneficial. I'm just getting the added extra calories in. That's the part I wouldn't want, but at least I know the ingredients is not detrimental to my health. I'll overeat on some grapes. I'll overeat on some what I hear earlier, some dates. I'll overeat on some berries. I'll overeat on some what else is a snack? I'd rather overeat on some flavor well no, because that's still gonna have added sugar. But because I was about to say some Greek yogurt, but that's gonna have added sugar. But y'all know what I'm saying. Like I'd rather overeat on some oranges, some apples. Some without just naturally sweet, but without the added sugar. I'd rather overeat on some. I'd rather overeat on some chicken breasts. I'd rather do that. I'd rather overeat on some beans or something. Like, give me something that's a whole food. I'd rather overeat on that, because at least I know the ingredients is good for my body, y'all. Pick your poison. Louis B. Yes, bro. Louis B. back. Shout out to you, Louis B. I forget where you say you was from, Louis B. Shout out your city, state, of country. I'm telling y'all, like, this stuff is serious. That's why we always gotta. That's why I love jumping on these lives, y'all. Just to be at it. I be so energetic, man. I'm telling you, sometimes I be stuttering over my words, man. But I'm so passionate about it because I get to it. I just got done from getting to it, y'all. When I be jumping on these lives, I be just finishing up from getting to it. Taking care of business, working out, making my money. Like I done done this. I ain't wake up and just not waking up in this 7 o'clock p.m. and no, I've been up before most people been up, and I usually go to sleep later than most people. Cause I'm out here, I'm not playing. Y'all want the value, y'all gotta go get it. Gotta go get it, y'all. Feel good when you put those clothes on, you know you done work for it. It feel good when you see other people looking at you, staring at you. Hey man, you look good. The women looking at you, even when they with somebody else. It feel good. Or a dude looking at a woman and knowing she got the nice body. Like we see each other. A nice looking woman, nice looking dude. Like we all see each other. My man came in the gym earlier and he was, oh man, you look good. I'm like, you look good too, man. This dude I ain't saw in a minute. He younger. He like 10, 12 years older than me. Say, man, you know what? The older guys, man, I'm telling you, like, bro, you one of the older guys that I like to see, man, because you be getting to it, bro. He say this is how we, pretty much what he was saying, like the leadership, this is how it's supposed to go. It makes him get more energy. Versus if he was the energetic one, I'm older, he coming in the gym, he like, oh man, this dude, he older than me, he complaining all the time. Nah, well, every time I see him, his energy is right. Every time. And we all going through life just like everybody damn else. But you got to channel that energy. When you get rid of the trash, you see the success. You see the gains. You see all that shit, y'all. This stuff is real. I was just talking to somebody who was talking to somebody else that I know and ran into him at the gym. I don't be putting no names out there like that, so I'm just talking cold. The guy had health issues. Well, he has health issues. Had a stroke. I told the dude, he said, yeah, the dude, He was on. I ain't trying to laugh, but I just pictured it, man. Even my man had to catch himself. He say, yeah, man, you know your man's who blah 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 blah. I say, oh yeah, the one with the son. Yeah, I know you talking about. I ain't saw him in a minute. He say, yeah, man, that dude fell on the treadmill, man. He was holding on to, and his leg was flying back like Superman, like the way he was shorted, right? His leg was flying back like Superman, and the treadmill was on. I had to grab him and catch him, man. He fell, man. I say, man, that's messed up, man. So I'm looking, and he laughing, I'm laughing, but we know it was serious. But I say, bro, you know how he got like that, right? He say, how? I say, he was living an unhealthy lifestyle. He was eating all this stuff out here, and it was bad for his system. So he wound up having clogged arteries and all this type stuff. That's why I be telling y'all, man, like, this shit is serious. He wound up having clogged arteries and all that type stuff, y'all. And guess what? Stroke. His hand and stuff was like his whole left or right side of the body. Y'all know how the stroke thing go. Nerves, he could barely talk. He even got better. He probably even better now, but I don't know. But anyway, my point is, I say, yeah, you know how he got like that, right? He's like, no. I say, his unhealthy. He say, oh man, I ain't know that. I ain't know that. I say, yeah, he only been like that for like 5 or 6 years. He say, and he was just telling me, he about to go home and fix 2 big ass cheeseburgers and blah blah blah. He say, bro, you got the health issues and you talk about. He's like, yeah, man, I can't stop. I gotta have it. I'm like, And guess what else, y'all? Guess what else? The dude is going through a divorce or either got a divorce. Now, of course, it probably was other problems going on before that. But my whole point is, I'm telling y'all, don't nobody want a liability around like that. Like, people quick to switch up once shit really hit the fan and then you got to carry that load. So my man was like, yeah, I was chopping it up with him, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I can no longer satisfy my wife. I'm like, People be thinking this shit is a joke. It's past the aesthetics. Keep eating all that garbage if you want. And watch how your arteries clog up. Keep eating all that stuff all you want. And watch how it keep being stored into your body's fat. All of the bad stuff gets stored into your body's fat. That's why they be saying lose weight. When they say the doctor say lose weight, you need to lose weight, you overweight, this and that. They ain't talking about the muscle. They talk about the body percent fatty, the body fatty, the body percent fat that's on you. That's what they talking about. Because all the bad stuff is in the fat. Once the excess fat leave, guess what? So do the health issues, right? Am I right or wrong? It's very hard to get in shape at an older age, but it can be done much easier when you're young. I'm over 60, but in the best health of my life in over 15 years. Yeah, just keep peeling back the layer. And that's another thing, Q man, just knowing it's harder. So best thing you could do is make it, the best thing you can do is work smarter. How do you work smarter? By making sure you're putting the right food in you. Because that would be a form of exercise. That'll be a form of, you can control what your body is looking like. You just eat smarter. The older we get, we eat smarter. Remember, we was once eating cereal and Cocoa Pops and Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops and all that, all sugar and fruit dyes. We was drinking a little fruit juices that had probably the worst ingredients, eating the biggest bag of Doritos, like my man was a Trey from Boys in the Hood, and eating all this stuff, walking down the street, just eating this stuff, honey buns, Twinkies, and all this type of stuff, right? Man, now look. The best thing about when we was eating all that stuff, y'all, when we was real young, is we was active. Notice we was outside a lot. We was always jumping off the porch, running, riding bikes. So all that stuff was getting burnt off. Now, when we get older, it just work and our metabolism been slowed down, and we usually go home and sit on all of the rest of whatever you eat. You was a kid, you was just active. You was active at school. You was active when you went outside. You was active when you at the house, running in the room, jumping on the bed, like running up and down the stairs, running in the kitchen, grabbing a piece of chicken, like all that stuff. Everything was just moving fast, y'all. Like now is that's why I be on it. I still move fast. I just my nutrition is paramount. That's the best thing in my arsenal right now. All because I decided to make the changes that needed to be made. Yeah, I'm telling you that the nutrition. Look, y'all. Look, everybody gonna get told something from the doctor that they don't want to hear. Whether we not, well, I mean, most of us already got told something. But I'm just saying, as we get older, more health issues usually come out. Only thing I'm saying is, why not already be in this healthy lifestyle? That way, when a doctor tells us something that we didn't expect or don't want to hear, it's easier for us to make that tweak. Versus my man, you see, he had a stroke in every damn thing. He like, shit, and he going through the stress from his, relationship, and he can't satisfy his girl. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, what we used to have, and they got a son. He's still eating these big ass fat burgers with all the cheese and the grilled toasted bread in the skillet. Y'all know them homemade burgers with the barbecue sauce and the mayo, the mustard. You smashing down with the grilled onions. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But look, that's cheat day stuff. This dude, cheat day is every damn day. This cheat day is every damn day, y'all. So only thing I'm saying is it's easier to make a tweak because we already used to making tweaks. He ain't making tweaks. He had the messed up lifestyle, unhealthy way of eating, wasn't exercising, of course wasn't drinking water. Everything he drunk liquid was a chocolate milk or a Pepsi or some type of ever fresh berry and grape mixture drink or whatever. Like everything was sugar, fat, processed to the fullest, all type of stuff. All the McDonald's, the Chick-fil-A, Little Caesars, $5 pieces. He ain't stopping, y'all. He ain't stopping. And his girl left him. He don't even walk the same. He'll never be the same. He walked with he got the limp. He walked with the limp thing. His speech, it came a long way. I don't know how it is now, but I'm just saying, like, it took him a minute to even show his face to me, and because I was seeing him, he'll wave, but it took him a minute to get out the truck and actually, because he felt it, like, man, like I looked at him, and I was trying not to look at him like that, but he lost all the weight from the stroke, and then he wound up picking it up, and his speech was off, and he was looking like somebody that was, on a yellow bus. I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, on the short bus. He got the limp, and his hand and his arm was like, one of them was only active, and I'm like, man, life changed before his eye. Girl left him and everything, y'all. All I know is I want to remain strong. Whoever leave, but it ain't gonna be because it's some shit that I could avoid it as far as me having value. No. No. I want to hold my value as much as possible. I be seeing guys out here, y'all, in the wheelchair. I saw a dude earlier in the wheelchair going across the street, no legs. Imagine how he looking at the world. I'd rather be born with no legs than have legs and then gotta lose them. That way I never had them. I don't know what it's like to miss them. And he just had a look on his face. Just imagine that type of energy. Everybody ain't having that happy energy. Well, at least I'm still alive. I'm out here and, showing you love. Like a lot of them in that position, like it's like a lost soul, y'all. They always want the handouts, look at me, and all of them wasn't in the service either. Like these dudes, bad habits, drugs, and all types of other stuff. I don't know what happened to him. I just know it don't matter. All I know, I see no legs. I can't imagine it, especially having legs. I just can't imagine, y'all. And my whole point is, once those legs go, you're old. you're done. That's why we got to make sure the nutrition with the nutrients and the vitamins, the minerals, and avoiding the sodium and the added sugar, all that stuff speeds up the aging process. I'm not trying to get sped up in the aging process. I'm trying to be looking good for my age at all time. I don't mind getting old because I know whoever around me that's my age ain't gonna be looking as good as me. So I don't mind getting old as long as I got something to show for it. And the biggest thing, the biggest flex a person can have is their health. You could pull up on the side of me in a 2050 Corvette and be getting out that motherfucker damn near about to fall on your damn face. Walking with a cane, barely can stand up, hold your head up, you shaking, all types of stuff, your speech everywhere, you get back problems, you got half a foot, like, and then here it is me on a bike, and I'm in the best shape of my life. You don't think that person wish they can change? Come on, y'all. That person will give all that money up to have their health. You can have all that. Once that health start hitting you hard, you ain't gonna even be caring about that. You ain't gonna be caring about that big house, that new motorcycle you bought, Harley Davidson, with the speakers, custom speakers you got put on it so the whole world can hear you coming up the block. You ain't gonna care about none of that shit, man. Only thing you gonna be caring about is your damn health. Your back hurt every damn night. Your feet get froze because of lack of blood circulation. You could barely taste your food because you got some type of syndrome or whatever going on with your whatever. I don't know, your thyroid or whatever they call it, but all these health issues. Your fingers going numb, your eye twitching, your gums ache. Tell you, it's food related. That's why I be on y'all like this. Look, when I be on y'all, I'm on myself too. I'm like, man, that shit ain't even worth it, man. Everything hurt. I heard this one dude, actually it was my ex art teacher from what was it, 9th grade? What, Mr. Reddick was 9th grade? Yeah, my ex art teacher, y'all, from 9th grade. I'm making a point, y'all. This is health, mental health, financial health, spiritual health, physical health. It's all the same. It's all connected. He was telling me one day, now I ran into him, I used to be around him a lot, so in a certain environment. And I remember one time I just spoke to him. He was something else in class. He used to go off on the chicks like, somebody here stink. Who stink? It smell like fish in here. Ooh, somebody stink. The dudes be in there, they feet it smell. Ooh, which one of y'all dudes, one of y'all need to wash y'all behind. You be shame on yourself coming to school like this. Had a whole class cracking up. He didn't care if he was a female or a dude. He'll just be roasting you, right? This dude, one day I saw him, I say, what's up, Mr. Reddy, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right, man. One thing about when you get old, and he was looking at me right now, he's like, one thing about when you get old, everything hurt. Man, shit, bring it on. I plan on living long enough, but don't forget, that's all about what you put into your system too. Now, he knew some stuff as far as herbs and all that, but ain't no telling how later in life did he really start locking and loading. You understand? So ain't no telling, like, a lot of that stuff, because I'm telling y'all go to other countries, these health issues, a lot of these health issues don't even exist. So what's the biggest difference in between this country and the average country that don't have these, nowhere near these type of health issues, or the higher percentage that this one having, diabetes and clogged arteries and the food? That's the biggest difference, y'all. The damn food. That's the biggest difference. This food is so processed and so corrupt. It's like the worst food of any country we can be in. I'm telling y'all, this food it's some good eating. And we got access to whatever. Don't get me wrong. The eating is insane. You got access 24/7, whether it's a gas station, whether it's Little Caesars Hot Ready, whether you want a soul food spot, you want to cook something. We never out of bread. But the stuff is the worst, y'all. The worst. How many of y'all still be eating up some bread throughout the week? How many of y'all still be eating up some bread? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all still be eating some bread throughout the week. Ain't nobody eating bread throughout the week, huh? Because bread is gonna be crackers, bread is gonna be biscuits. I know everybody ain't eating clean like that, but then again, who knows? We on a mission. We are on a mission. But anyway, y'all, my whole point is we got to make sure we locked and loaded. The reason why I said the bread thing is because that's one of the biggest things the average person got a hard time pulling back from. Bread. Bread as in bread as in crackers, bread as in fried stuff, because that's breaded, it's flour. Yeah. Yep. But I just want y'all to win, y'all. Like every time I come on here to motivate. I'm a motivated person. Always have been, always will be. I like to share my energy. Oh, so let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all, speaking of energy, let me tell y'all how energy go, right? So look, check this out. I was in a supermarket, Randazzo's. I was in the fruit and vegetable market, Randazzo's, right? And they don't have a conveyor to where how the regular grocery stores be to where your food automatically slide. You just got to sit it on there, and then once that person's food get gone, then you got room to sit your food on, right? It wasn't no room at first. Then this lady was in front of me with her little son. She scooted her stuff up tighter and looked at me and said, well, now you got room to put your stuff up there. So I said, thank you so much. So I put my stuff up there. I'm like, dang, that was good energy. Then, while she ringing up her stuff, y'all, she looked at the cashier and said, I will also like to pay for his stuff also. I looked at her, smiled and said, thank you real quick, as if I knew she was gonna do it. Like, cause I ain't hesitate. I don't even question that type of stuff no more because I give a lot. So she was giving, it was the exchange of energy. Her energy poured into me. And that energy that was poured into me, I poured into somebody else. And it keep going like throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout life, just keep going. And she was in front of me. So when she paid for my stuff, I was able to just grab the bags and hurry up and like walk right behind her because she already paid for it with her. And I went to her car and said, you know what? Thank you so much. I said, I do a lot for people. That was a real good thing. Keep doing you. I do a lot. And you done it for the right person. Because I know what to do with it. You got good energy. Don't let nobody stop you from being you. And she said, you know what? When I feel it, and I felt it. I'm like, thank you so much. And I told her little son, I was like, take care, little man. Take care of your mama. And I kept it moving. That's what I call good energy. I'm putting it out here into the universe, y'all. Any questions? Protein, carbs, fat, healthy lifestyle. Who need more protein options? Who need healthy fat options? Who need carb options? Going once, going twice. It's your boy, D Weezy. We out. If y'all know anybody that want to be part of a positive community moving forward and all about accomplishing goals and inspiring others, make sure y'all share this live. Until next time, later.